Juan Brown with your Sunday morning update on the Oroville Dam situation. Did you see Sean Spicer here in his comments about Oroville?
Keeping a close eye. The situation is a textbook example of why we need to pursue a major infrastructure package in Congress. Dams, bridges, roads, and all ports around the country have fallen into disrepair.
So they got the word, that's for sure. So we want to talk about the weather. That's the heavy weather that's coming in tonight, Sunday night, and Monday morning. Its impact on operations. We'll take a look at the numbers of what's going on out there at Oroville and what kind of repair work is going on to date. But perhaps the biggest breaking news is thanks to your overwhelming response, positive response to my video series here on the Oroville Dam situation. I've coordinated with our local paper, the Grass Valley Union, to obtain an official press pass and get down to Oroville and see the situation directly on the ground and ask all these good questions that are coming up in our discussions here on YouTube. So starting tomorrow, I'm going to coordinate to get that press pass, get down there, and get this rest of the story. First, let's take a look at the weather. It's Sunday afternoon, and we got a pretty strong weather front moving in tonight, Sunday night, and into Monday. Looking at the Pacific satellite view, here's the what they call the atmospheric river coming all the way in from Hawaii. It's got a good batch of moisture right here, but fortunately, behind this front quickly is this cold front, so cold weather, colder air is going to sink in right away behind this front. So that's good for Oroville because that means snow. Snow will reduce those inflows dramatically. Another thing is it looks like this weather front is going to mostly hit just to the south of Oroville and spare the Feather River watershed, the heaviest part of this storm. Here's Channel 3's Futurecast Sunday night. Here comes the heavy moisture clobbering Sunday night. Hopefully it's going to sag a bit to the south of the Feather River complex. But then it's going to clear out quick, or it's going to cool off quickly and turn to snow and blow through. It's the type of Pineapple Express weather last week that really caused problems at Oroville, and that's not what we're looking at this week. The kind of weather that we had last week is when you have 12 or 15 feet of snow in the Sierras, and then you get the super warm Pineapple Express coming like a fire hose right to the Sierra Nevada with warm rain and just hosing down all that snow and causing very high inflows coming into the Oroville River complex. That's not what we're looking at seeing this week, or at least the beginning of this week. Now let's take a look at the numbers from the DWR right there at Oroville, and these are the numbers that you folks in the affected area really want to keep watch of. We've got the elevation of the water in Oroville is fairly well stabilized right around 850 feet. Remember, 900 feet is the top of the spillway, so that's 50 feet. That's 50 feet from the top. That's where we want to keep Oroville Reservoir for flood control, as mandated by the Army Corps of Engineers. Outflow, let's check this out. It's down to 55,000 CFS, and that's what Bill Croyle was talking about. He was going to reduce that outflow. Where's the chart? Let's click on this and see if we can get the chart. There it is. He was going to reduce this outflow, and we'll explain why here in a second. But here it is back on the 17th at 80,000 CFS, and they ratcheted down 70, ratcheted down some more. Here they are down at 55,000 cubic feet per second. The reason for doing that is today they want to get equipment in place and begin to start cleaning out debris around the tail race of the main spillway. And we'll talk more about that in just a second. We had a little bit of rain yesterday. Inflows are still hovering right around 40 down to 30,000 CFS. Let's take a look at that graph. There it is. And you can see how wildly these inflows fluctuate. This is what you want to keep track of. Anytime that inflow starts to exceed the outflow, you better start looking at the elevation of the water level. And if that elevation ever gets near that emergency spillway again, I would hightail it out of town. So by reducing the outflow of the main spillway down to 55,000 CFS, it's not that they're doing any repair work on this spillway, it's that they want to get men and equipment in here on barges to clean out this Thermalito diversion pool. There's too much debris has piled up at the base of this spillway and has backed up this water too high, and that's what's impacting their ability to flow water through here, through the power plant. And that's preventing an additional 16,000 cubic feet per second flow out of the reservoir. We need to get all the options we can back on the table to keep control of the water level of this reservoir. We do not want to get anywhere near the close to topping that emergency reservoir again, if it can be avoided. That being said, they're still dumping tons of rocks and shotcrete into the face of the emergency spillway, so that in the event that the water does spill over, things may work out a little bit better next time. This Oroville Dam complex and power plants and Thermalito forebays and afterbays are all a vital part also of the California aqueduct system getting water to Southern California. That's a whole other story in itself, and it's another amazing engineering feat. So stay tuned to this absolutely historic event. Hopefully later this week I'll be able to get right into Oroville and get some more answers and pass them on to you. The more I learn about this event, the more I realize we have dodged a very serious and big bullet.